Good morning. I realize this is a different setting. I'm not out in the woods right at the moment, and you rarely see me without that stupid hood on my head or a cap. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit this morning about the hiker community and what it means to hikers. Yesterday afternoon, I rolled into Newfound Gap, and it was later in the evening. It was foggy. I got on my phone. I was trying to contact somebody to bring me into Gatlinburg because I needed to resupply some food items to make it through the rest of the Smokies. I had run out of space and underestimated what I would need to get through. So as I was trying to do that, I was striking out everywhere I went. I looked around. There was nobody there to help. No shuttles were there. It was late in the day. It was foggy, and I was just basically sitting on that wall thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? All of a sudden, I see this young woman walking toward me, and she's walking toward me with purpose. She's definitely coming over to me. And she asked me if I'm a hiker, and I said yes. And she said, are you a through hiker? And I think I said, well, I'm trying to be, but not yet. So she said, would you like something to eat? And I said, absolutely. So I followed her over to her truck, and her grandfather Jim was in the truck, and they had a basket full of Chick-fil-A fried chicken and some Yuengling beer. And they asked me if I would like to partake of both, and I said, oh my goodness, yes, I would. So I got in the truck and sat down, and we talked for a while, and it turns out that this young lady completed the Appalachian Trail last year, and her grandfather had done it quite a few years ago with, I think, an 8-year-old grandson. So they were both trail people and hikers, and they knew all about what it was like to be out on the trail. Well, we waited for a while to see if any other hikers would come and would need some help, but no one did. So finally they started up the truck, and they drove me into Gatlinburg, and Jim helped me find a motel that would work for me. An inexpensive motel, but it's a perfectly fine place. I'm happy to be here. And got me settled in and gave me his phone number and said, tomorrow morning, just give me a call when you're ready to go back to the Gap. That's the kind of people you run into out here, and God bless them, because I don't know what hikers would do without them. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Jim and his granddaughter. I'm going to try to get their trail names and share those with you. I'll superimpose them on the video if I can, but many thanks to both them, because I just got help from those folks when I really needed it. So that being said, I just wanted to let you know, and once I get up to Newfound Gap and start my day, I will do an official starting video for the day today. But I wanted to throw this one in because I just think it's important for people out there to know how caring the hiking community can really be. So thank you both for what you did for me yesterday. Back in 2014, when my son and I hiked this portion of the trail, we took a picture of this sign. And since he's not here with me, I'm not going to take a picture of me, the sign, but I'm going to take a picture of the sign. I am at Newfound Gap. I'm going to head up that trail and see where it takes. I know where it's going to take me, but see how far I get today. This is a result of a lot of heavy rains that they've had here in the Great Smoky Mountains. This stream is just north of Icewater Springs shelter. And as you can see, it's pretty significant heading down that hill. If you really want to see the results of this, you should see the Pigeon River flowing into Gatlinburg. That is moving along today. This is the trail turnoff for Charlie's Bunyan. Now, Charlie's Bunyan is an interesting rock formation with an incredible view, but unfortunately, that's about all you can see when you get over there, according to everyone I've talked to. Now, I have been to Charlie's Bunyan on a really nice day, and it's an incredible view. But it's not going to be today, plus the Bunyan itself is wet, and I'm not going to climb on the wet to be in the clouds and risk my life for that. So anyway, sorry I didn't go to the Bunyan, but I had a darn good reason. I'm going to take the AT and continue on. This is the first actual view I have seen all day, so I wanted to stop and catch it and share it with you. Now this is what I'm talking about. Finally, in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock, some nice views. Love it. Mother Nature finally decided to come out and play. Now that's kind of what I'm looking for. Good morning. Today is Saturday, March 14th. It's around 8:30 and I am leaving Peck's shelter and I am headed to Cosby Knob, which is 13 miles away. And we'll see how long that takes. So I will check back with you when I find something interesting to talk to you about. All right, first view of the day. Off in the distance, there's a lake. And I don't know if that's Cherokee Lake or Douglas Lake. I think it could be either at this point. But anyway, it's one of the two. And here's a nice pretty view to start this Saturday morning. I gotta tell you, the views just keep getting better. And I still don't know if that's Cherokee Lake or Douglas Lake. But it doesn't matter because it's pretty either way. You know, I'm never going to get this hike finished today if Mother Nature doesn't stop providing me these incredible views. Now folks, that is a view. Good morning. It is Sunday, March the 15th, my sweet wife Kathy's birthday, and going to be seeing her soon. Going to take a couple of days off the trail to run home and wish her a happy birthday and see what I can help with while I'm there. But as you can see behind me, the Great Smoky Mountains are living up to their name. And one last day, they know I'm here for one last day, and they're going to give me all that they've got. So I'm going to head down this trail and see if I can get to I-40, and then we'll go from there. But I'll be checking back in if I find something interesting. This is the Mount Camerer fire tower lookout that was built in the 30s by the CCC. I've known about this place for years. Every time I drive by on I-40 and I-81, they intersect here. I think about it. I look up and can see this little bump on top of the mountain. Never been up here before, and chances are pretty good that I never will again. So I figured as long as I was a half a mile off the Appalachian Trail, that I would come up here and take a look at this, and I'm going to climb on up there and get inside of it too. So I'll be back with you shortly. This is the door leading inside to the fire tower. As you can see, there's really not a lot here. The floor looks to be in good shape, but I'm certainly not going to bet my life on it. But anyway, looks like it's a nice little facility in its day. I know you really can't get a sense of how high we are up here, perched on the top of this mountain. But if I take the camera down and you start to see the shadows, you can see that we are definitely at the top. And I wish I could see this valley, because I know this valley. Well, it was an interesting trip up here, but I've got to make my way down those rocks and a half a mile back to the AT so I can head down on into Davenport Gap. So I'll get back with you later if I see anything interesting. But as you can tell with this fog, that's an unlikely event. So I'll get back with you later. All right, if you all remember, back when I started all this, I deposited half of my permit in a box very similar to this. I have reached the northern limit of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, and this is where I'm going to deposit the remainder of my permit. So there you go, completed. Great Smoky Mountains National Park down, and more stuff to come. This is the waterfall as I'm coming into Davenport Gap. That's I-40 there, just in North Carolina.